Guys, today we are back on Primitive Era with the third episode of our Mixed Comp series. But first, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment and like the video, it really helps support the channel. Here we are on Huawei AppGallery. It's a store that allows you to download application on your phone, tablet, or even computer if you're using an emulator. And the reason I'm talking to you about this today is that you can obviously download Primitive Era thanks to it. So this comes with a few perks that only Huawei provides, such as getting rubies. Where can you see it? Oh, you can actually see it right now. But well, whatever, they have multiple campaigns that allows you to get rubies and a bunch of resources and some other stuff. So it's a nice way to start off your adventure or even strengthen an already strong base. And if you're still not convinced, don't miss out on their weekly Discord event that allows you to earn money to spend on their store in the form of coupons, and this is completely free. So all the events details, let's take this one for example. All the events details are available in the post they send weekly. So it's available on their Discord. So if you're interested in participating, just go to the giveaway and join their channel. All the links will be available in the video description. And if you have questions, take the Huawei role on my Discord or contact Yuan right here directly. That's her profile actually, and she's lovely, but please don't contact her unless you really have to. She's really busy. Like, yeah, don't spam her just to talk to her because she's so nice. Now, alright guys, first, sorry, I know I haven't released many videos in the past few weeks. I've been quite overwhelmed with the work and going back to university and stuff, but here I am. So if you guys remember well, last time I kept you hanging on how do I make up for each troop's weaknesses, and the answer to that was mixed comp. So we are finally there. Today we cover the most common mixed comp, which is Infantry Archer Archer, or commonly called IAA. This mix is fairly easy to understand. You now know that the infantry lacks attacks and firepower, and archers, they obviously lack defense and HP. They are very squishy, so using both these troops should strike you as an evidence, right? Well, before giving you some hero comp that work, well, let's cover that a bit more in depth. Like, do you remember how stats are very important? Well, as you can see, I'm on the stat for archers. I invite you to just do the same in-game. You can watch for every troop type their stats. Just gotta open them, their training camp, and click on info. It's fairly easy, but yeah, I know some people are not curious and never ever bothered to click on it, but please do so. And you can also, I actually I reset my status to do some tests yesterday, but well, I also invite you to open your status and check every single status part for yourself. You will notice quite a lot of stuff. Actually, if you capitalize on each troop's strength, you will see that they are intertwined. Like, Let's take this one for example. If you take the Rhino foot and you check the stats right here, you will see that if you raise the archer attack, it also right here, it also increases the infantry HP. And there is another one, archer attack right here. It raises archer attack and infantry defense. So HP and defense, and you get attack on archer. It's exactly their strong points and what we need them for. Like, you want your infantry to be very beefy and tanky, and you want your archer to deal as much damage as possible. So yeah, infantry in this composition will basically act as a mid shield for the archers. It will tank the hits and act as a solid front line, and this is the most common and efficient mixed comp for this very reason. And it's also very straightforward. Like, as you guys saw, you will not have to, since the stats are in twin, you will have it will be very easy to go for it. You will not struggle. You will not have to go in many directions to achieve this goal, you know? Now, there are a few comps that I can recommend for infantry archer. The comps right here actually are for single troop types, but well, whatever. So yeah, I recommend using slots. We'll cover that. I just remove everything and I'm gonna show you. So yeah, my heroes are mostly all 8 stars because I'm trying out stuff very often. A few of them are not upgraded because, yeah, testing stuff for in game is very good, but you also have to test the middle ground plays. Like, yeah. So for pay to win, my bad, players running infantry archer, what I recommend is to go for, where is my little eagle hunter, Talon. Then I recommend that you use actually you go for the arbalist, and in the middle you have multiple options. What you're looking for is either control, support, or damage. Your Talon will deal quite a lot of damage actually, even though he's frontline. That's just how good the hero is. And in the backline, basically the arbalist will destroy your opponent. So you can either boost them, the both of them, or you can just go for control or even more damage. The problem with this comp is that you can't use Swift Shadow because, as you guys know, you would need Wings of Wind to make it work properly. But there are a lot of other options. Like, we are in a pay-to-win composition, so I don't really want to recommend Thousand Face, but that could do. You could even go for Blaze Outlaw. You could go for Jedi Hammer. Like, there are a lot of options. You can fit in everything you want. You just need either control, support, or damage. It's very versatile, and whoa, just learning something. What the hell is that? Okay, so yeah, personally, if you are huge spenders and if they ever release the Growler, maybe you could fit him here, just right here, or I don't know. Yeah, honestly, a tons of stuff will work. These two heroes are just so good. They will carry the fight either way. Now, for free to play, and I believe this is what will help most people, as usual, you go Jadeite and then you have two solutions. You either go Wings of Wind and Swift Shadow. Some people will actually complain because island heroes are so hard to get, and I completely agree with that. So it's not totally free to play, but I mean theoretically you can aim for that. What I also recommend is that if your Jadeite hammer is heavily enlightened and starred up, you switch him in the middle and you put your Wings of Wind front. She's only there to boost, and you want her to release as many spells as possible to keep on boosting cast art, but if your Jadeite hammer is very strong like mine, for example, who's 8-star, enlightened and whatever, you will prefer having him in the middle. Now, maybe you don't have cast art, maybe you don't have Wings of Wind, and therefore what I recommend, and this should be much easier to achieve as a free-to-play, is to run Jadeite. Then you either go with Blaze Outlaw. I know a lot of free-to-play are getting him. He's universal, so maybe it's easier, I don't know. His rates are definitely much higher than Swift Shadow, for example, if you check it out. So yeah, you either go for Blaze Outlaw or you can go for Thousand Faced. If you go for Thousand Faced, you should put him in the back, and as like, where is she? Oh, she's right here. So yeah, if you go for Thousand Faced, I recommend that you go for Deadly Dancer in the middle, and if you go for Blaze Outlaw, you do it like this. Actually, if your Jadeite hammer is very, very like strong, like I just said for the first composition, what you want to do is to put Blaze Outlaw front, Jadeite hammer middle, and Deadly Dancer in the back, obviously. You could also actually, if you're going for Thousand Faced, you could even go for this comp. I know it's pretty unusual to run Deadly Dancer front, but if you don't have her with at least 5 stars, and which is basically increasing her, wait a second, right here I'll show you. Yeah, you need to increase our chances to cast kills. It goes from 30% to 40%, which is why you need the 5th star. And right here you go for from 40% to 50%. She's a very unreliable hero, so if you don't have her start up a lot, like at least 5 star for the 5th skill to be more reliable, you can actually run her in front, because your other heroes are going to have much more impact than she does. So yeah, pretty unusual, but that could work better for you. The only problem with that is that it's not infantry archer, so yeah, you want to keep your Jadeite hammer front with all that. But like, for those of you, I know it was about infantry archer, but for those of you who maybe are running archer, well, these are a few options before maybe you work on your infantry or something like that. And yeah, it was the same for Jadeite hammer, Wings of Wind, and Swift Shadow right here. I told you that you could run things like this. Problem is, we're talking about infantry archer, which would do that, and that's not what we want to do. We want to do that. But well, like, if you don't have your infantry worked on just yet, you could do that, for example. Well, I'm pretty sure all of you understand what I meant when I said you could switch them. You obviously have to switch comps, but that's something you can achieve before you unlock your infantry, for example. Now, of course, there are other comps that are playable, but these are my recommendation. I mean, let us know in the comments if you're using miscomp already, and if you are, what comps you are using, what heroes you like, and stuff like that. Maybe you guys will have some very good suggestions. I've tested quite a lot of things, and yeah, as I said, some of the stuff works, but I'm just a big fan of Gilead Hammer, especially for free-to-play players. I'm also a big fan of Wings of Wind and Cassar. These two are an amazing and crazy combo, and if you don't have them, I'm sure you will at least have Thousand Faced, who's completely free and you can get every island, and then Blaze Outlaw. And as a matter of fact, you could run Blaze Outlaw with the infantry since he's universal. So yeah, you could do that. It doesn't work though with the Swift Shadow Cassar thing. Anyway, in the next video, we'll see what it's harder to make mixed comp work with calorie, as well as when you can use well, you can use some other mixed comp, you know. So thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next video.